I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle. If not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe so that anytime I post a video, you'll be the first person to watch. After the ruling of Daddy Lumba's wife, Akosia Sewa and Odobroni really came that all of them should be the kuna, all of them should be the widow. Akosia Sewa's lawyer, that's lawyer William Kisi, has come out to speak. He's trying to let us understand that they will never accept what the lawyer said. They will never accept it. And also, he explained into details the next decision.
So far, how will you assess the whole proceedings? You know, there are some waiting me account from.
No, but there's some chair phone. They come in that. Momentarily, Chima Queen. Then the party there. The wife of Kusia Panama played a very important role. The kind of morale she gave me and support. I think I'm proud of her. It got to a point where they involved her and insulted and all that. Intimidanasi. Team Liga. Moshe ho.
Moshe ho pa.
Edi nkuni mama obo Judge na starting you say no kore ba akope. Enti no kore na be there. It's just a matter of time. And court to form here juma we are there. I record time. The less than 2 weeks a decade back where we. It's unprecedented and that is an achievement. About judgment in a court no man now. The court no can. Obon tough and they say Apai. Says
draw.
Court say Odobroni yere. Akusia se wanzu yere na our dear type of warrior no. Akusia se warrior no. When to me improve with our warrior Germany. If I can something very important, I say Germany our dear the crater and improve. And to be glad now no can so Germany enough. It's a crater. A crater answer the buy or the way to swing. If we say Akusia se one Lumba signature niso. And or say the most scandalous of his statement is a young onim the course yakoye papers be near their base a certificate, which was impugning on our integrity as lawyers. To me, it's scandalous. You see, so Osan can say Adansia a year Akusa Sewa lawful attending Adans body and your papa, the papa near Bushman Penny. Presla and papa. Meanwhile, Presla or Moncro. Or some make you finding in favor of Presla, Presla and Kuna were among. Now, some no or trouble and cry a mood to sing. Yeah, I dance if one in some kind. And to technically, a boy asked him a go. Name Kuna and Domina uncle or Santo, so mean uncle Kuna. I order. Sebus and opinion in support to no Kuna. And that's the decision of the court. In fact, lawyers, we must respect the decision, even though we disagree vehemently. Because a lot of things she said we can't agree to. And you know, sitting here, a lot of calls I'm having from abroad, lawyers calling me to find out what is happening. Locally, everybody. And you see, I'm a learned person. I can't align myself with decisions which are scandalous and I cannot defend. And I just spoke to my client who said we should appeal against the decision. And I agree with her. I will prosecute and appeal. And like I just said, no back or no when we have gone upstairs. There will be our supporting a BRC. Now, I'm permanent about your Bona and Zaka judgment now. 70 pages, right? 76.
76, yeah.
Exactly. You're back in Canada.
It's a Monday now.
What it is. You're on.
The Brina Boto, especially Ghana for more Amanone. Now, I can say, we'll start the case way. The Brina Fra, they have similar issues. And that is a we president and Kabit to me aboa. And my Binuma Sebi on your Mukunu Abre. Bibinti Sabri, which may be shame not to say. Best say my warrior basa, but Nia otemwafo no judgment or the mind no any in some obubo so ewo in no betimi a highlight kakra dia mind especially wo cross examination response a ebi mu de mind a ogidi say sa response say scrutinize I can be say it's an extract from a family value book now with the buy no by because of a extract it say ebi a Ghana embassy ni ade endorse ni na no eno no sa we now kind sa na tie by bi or no because they also can say that one is not probably part of the judgment but can say wa make it course no ni ma o man for afre obi wo your friend saying a Germany ho no ni near course but on person be kan wa ha
exactly
inteno is it trying to assert say bia to just to impugn your own how do you call it evidence mode koye
my integrity in evidence bra it was suggested you say I come manufacture document near there but that na make us say it was unfortunate because I can cross my heart the document is genuine, it's from Germany, you see, and we also wrote to the German, you see the point of certification no
okay
in section 161 of the Evidence Act, one of the means you verify a foreign document and say what they call corona ifrusu no embassy normal cost certify so now they are about to dance and here will be so there's a strong presumption of genuineness of the document unless there is suspicions and all that.
Okay.
So and over 1613 so I can say time ni where they verify any idea court no be fan say genuine move on because look it's not only the document in our evidence ye bonkro no aye presla na dance ni say no me aware say Lumba aware wa brutally and these are based of evidence that should have supported the certificate presla now also no anim say e ma omene Lumba trance abusua trance ko fa ba Lumba ba so mbisa no e mo say ampa no wajai e maybe say na or the certificate you say there be and the which side should the presumption go in favor of this document what does it but she has judgments are opinions of the judges and on one opinion you have to abide by it until say no I change it so that's what we intend to do.
So based on say what can say mamuni na nkodi kuna it doesn't mean say evidence or do need to buy say aware call so kofi oni ade na any admitted say indeed say that didn't buy no ho ade ento your yere
so wa monkuro o dey say and so I need wajitum say no kure na de e discard de bia no no kure ye love what in kura de obo na chi she gave a long testimony she picked a few places and maami a no wo ho a omo ware ordinance bimpoma o se oboa because ka so ni George na bi na ko en so say onugwa a whole lot of stories and I believe it's an appealable judgment and we do such.
Okay. Wow. I was on for lawyer Kusi actually mu dia kire near course so
judgment never mama nkula ba ko no transfer na ko lie by lie because we haven't seen it. It was what she read.
Okay, it's invested.
Into the bar, the best study. Yeah, well, send a judgment. We have all grants of appeal bear 20, and we would make sure we go through it and do a correct work.
Now, a year you sooner, you see, they are 13 for you. Now, some more appeal, the ben a bit to me, na.
This judgment does not affect the funeral.
The funeral.
So them say relieve a kosiki and our disem.
Yeah.
I know there on becan another forum. What do I say? And for us, it doesn't matter. In fact, they are affecting a estate. No? So them say just say one Lumba. Most of the properties will mean in a dinner as well. So that also will come up. You get the point. If I jointly own a property with a husband. It's a matrimonial property.
So that also become a contention.
Another issue.
Because we'll be sure comment section as say case we go ahimfo nim the reason why I'm can some fast some court just to no try say in case is ahimfo can say oh mon konko ya what if Lumba eja will ewe chire na ebia wan it could be so no say bia most of the properties in wa will dem will be a and the Maraso patch is only the spouse and the children who have capacity to even contest the will of an obi almost away from me boy. And to say if the court do not pronounce we need your area, why in a bit to me in case you say you could be a well none one, which me I can say then I'm going to contest in same or true because what if say oh yeah well na Japadina or they are coming in Pahofro. Why in a bit me I can say Japadia woman so you're in a man a bit me a contest here. Until here, and if you don't pronounce the specific, the person who's supposed to be the legitimate wife, and the man you bit me that kokotana.
A man you know the same right as far as the pronouncement is concerned. But in cases where one of the wives has joint ownership with the disease in the, I know they are so and you will get to that.
Okay.
Nobody has entrusted the estate matter in my hands. But should it come to my office, I'll make sure I conduct a search and know the ownership of those properties before we take it up from there.
Because
a year no dear. The obey kuna de abusuan na be if a court grant it to me so obey, and then the court rightly said it. And the abusuan no ebe heard the obey kuna. So muka say amoma akosia say wanye kuna. The ebe muka say ma dobro ni sunye kuna ebe. Sanity. Okay.
So what in campus say with the instruction of your client, you know, appeal the decision.
Yeah.
Na one
say appeal na ready e ko file it na Monday.
Yeah. Wow.
Send your court no judgment here some of the points you raised. The diagrams of appeal Monday file. Time is not on our side.
What opportunity any of clients are cast from the court today?
She wasn't in a good mood when she heard the story. Obviously, it's expected. So, also a breath. More minutes now, on a bigger note, this judgment was not for Akosia Sewa alone. It represented the class of society. As Santos Ubium, a year and a santimamu, you know, opportunity for a pronouncement. Okay, first year. We'll see if this judgment can stand that kind of standard.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're done.
Because
Apostle. Now, my question is not coming because Yamiadum cross examination in number hobby.
Mumman in Yamwa. We are here. So, I'm Ramudia, a sea. But you'll be to Marco next time, corner Covini. If you are convinced, okay, sir. Now, and young one was here by my judgment, enough from all over the globe will be a flip what is happening in Ghana. Mama. A country like Germany, a sovereign country, a conducting marriage, never Ghana, senior award. That's what the judgment is. What does it? And even when we have gone to the German embassy for them to state, say, Omo the Emperor will know Omo our the only no there. Or you to me a paper.
Is there any point, Bianca? We are saying for German embassy for the moment.
Yeah, because about the German embassy. So yeah, or a German national. You don't necessarily know Ghana, but or a nationality German. And our client can explore a possibility of getting the German government to say we are interested in the body. All the various, we are waiting for the judgment. Now that it is in, we look at the various options available. Because if indeed they married, now I can't court say, it is unfair. When in the eyes of his home country, he's married. Now Bagana was on warrior. You know what it means?
I'm saying, I say, in the process, you know, most of Pina will be as a Zankoba.
It's been a German embassy. In fact, what we wanted to do was to get the German embassy to tender the document from their office, so that question we won't be sano. Now I'm saying the 8 days in the case.
Okay.
And to Oman to me a map because I'm a you get the point.
Okay.
Judge na be an look say German be a sovereign and yet different opinion from Tomumba. What does it? We made the effort.
Okay.
Certification, we wrote to the Ghana embassy in Germany. Say they don't do those certifications. Yanko foreign affairs. We went to foreign affairs. So,
Okay.
and we are all learning the law. You get the point.
Okay.
And so this will be a learning point for school for anyone.
Wow. Abusanfo, you go say lawyer kusi, edin kom jidi say ibesua bibia den e de afim. O ye wie no, mami fo mo bebe pa che na judgment we di ati say and na we your yere ne so kunu ho a. I say we don't have power anymore.
So
because
no war no other Nigeria. So that's the impulse of the judgment. But to be sincere with you, during the trial, I'm not sure Dobroni proved any marriage between him and Lumba. But I say, yeah, one plan what dear or and what now one in your badge in a 2 million dear. I don't imply one dear. To some extent, I agree with her. So
okay.
And you know, because all dance marriage we had an implant one dear. Now, experts in super was implant one dear, so no about now, a metamorphose to marriage, then Obi Agiatum.
Okay. Now, I've been so patchy. There was a discussion on radio. People were talking about marriage certificates now with the children before I heard of the judgment and say you are trying to prepare the minds of the team legal people to know say in case judgment now call my fan. I had to say then I said BB I'm trying.
Now the can cancer normal to radio say I'm certificate and call a fake. What were they preparing the mind of Omukrofwana? You get it? Because they were in social media saying that Yanfa certificate and certificate original. And we had shown the original too. So we gave it to the media to examine. Hoping that after judgment on Becca near Yaba. And I'm saying leaky earlier on. This battle was fought in court and on social media, you know.
Yeah. Because now I say I didn't see one China judgment in the man sense after judgment, then you can go ahead to at least original now what they tender in as an evidence and which media actually. All right, now I have to say you are psyching the minds of.
I'm not psyching the mind of.
The
court
judgment,
told us,
you know.
Say no on social media. To that couldn't have influenced the mind of the court.
Yeah.
You got the point. Now, I team legal there. So me sensitize you. I say me committee any offense against the law.
Okay.
It is when you are trying to induce the court to take a decision. That's where the problem is. I mean, I knew. So I waited till evidence was taken, and it wasn't meant for the public in any way. You get the point.
Okay.
By a returning document, we need to get it captured. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lawyer, I'm from Major Wakono. Jedi said, Nioba kind of wakan in there. Jedi said, you learn something. For some kind, you had more Monday, more file appeal, then we'll pick it from there.
I am not down because I vehemently disagree with the judge. So I'm not down. You get the point?
Yeah.
Most of the evaluation of the evidence to me, because I did an extensive cross-examination, and most of them discredited the witnesses. None of them was mentioned by the judge. You get the point? Unim, exhibit CF2 was a photograph tendered by Odobroni as the marriage photograph. We saw it was a Photoshop picture. The son in the right hand and Danny Hano. I will be left handed. That the judge didn't comment on it. Is there any reason for that? Because if Odobroni is claiming to have been married, now who say picture of the buyer now and suggest say no married no. And there were another for some for pijama.
Yeah.
And it discredits her. All the pictures she was saying, almost pictures were unchallenging. That's what they just said. And it was unfortunate.
But Nam meet will be cancer during that time, no Lumba cancer, no media coverage.
Yeah.
So if there's no media coverage, which means video, pictures, everything, so how come that picture, if they got a picture on that particular day?
And it turned out there was no picture. It was a Photoshop. And for her to have tendered the document, that was a photo. It discredits all her documents and whatever you call evidence she left. But the judge wasn't bothered about that. She rather would prefer to talk about Georgina's evidence. So, we are going ahead to do the necessary appeal.
In some way, your starting court case, you just say backlash there. It be power seminal, maybe so can be a day.
Of course.
The tiam say lawyer on cananuntum lawyer, de bia na or kasa. Say, this case, no, Omega say, when the case is in court, as lawyers, as part of our ethics, and we don't talk about it. But then you were often making sure, say, at least what will go on at the court. Yes, sir, anything outside the court. Near course of court, we try to brief the people to know because of the interest of the public, you know. Ebasano, yes, sir, is it against your ethics of the profession?
It is not. I never spoke about the merit of the case. For instance, the court now, so you could take evidence from the first defendant. I'm not sure I've gone against the ethics. What do I say?
Yeah.
It is when you give value judgment. That is when you go foul of the law. And I was trying to help sanitize the media because we got called to bar reportage about the opposite what happened.
Yeah.
Now the tension here, so when I decided not to talk, people were begging me. You were saying I quiet, can't a bomb say so that caused me to talk because I didn't want that level of confusion and tension. So, the court has
So
spoken.
through that moment, is there any allegation be not necessary with the case, you know, among for Kanya would say you probably won't take the opportunity to clarify some of them?
A lot was said, but I think that I've dealt with them. They are personal and I wouldn't want to talk about.
Okay.
You see, because everybody has his opinion. But maybe if he say, I've been right all along. And if you have an opinion about me, so be it. What do I say? Because do her, would you ask more country, as some of country, and never say lawyer and I know ya. So
Yeah.
Will be our financial for now or Casa. But you can't be in the public space and expect people not to talk about you. So I have enjoyed the period. I have spoken my mind, and that is who I am. What do I say?
Yeah.
I stood for the mind of God, and I'm proud of that. I stood for what was right, and I'm proud of that. I will never regret representing Akusia Sewa. You see, never. Notwithstanding what judgment anybody gives. I know that is the mind of God. And I've spoken it boldly. It's evangelism. If you stand for the truth, you are even proud even when you lose your case. And Ghanaians are aware of everything going on. They know why Akusia Sewa lost. And why she will win in the future. Ghanaians are aware. And so, let's thank God for today. The weather changed when the judgment came.
And
Let's thank God.
Now, what do I say to my wife? I said, "When I'm back at you,
Akusia Pnamai.
your friend
I
Akusia."
love you so much. Yeah. I'm doing this because you can't imagine how she supported me through the process. I was like, wow.
Attempt the DNA.
She, apart from attending, and she did everything possible. Prayed, fasted, did everything. I mean, it's so amazing. And she contributed to the victory that we have had. We have had victory. because Ghanaians know that we are right, and that is victory. Nyame nso nim say right, it's victory. Yɛn nyinaa kan no tuma ka wait and see. In the future, Akosia Sewa will be vindicated. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. To me, it's victory for us, for Team Liga, and those who believe in the truth. It's victory. Yeah. I'm not affected by the judgment the least.
Okay.
Because maybe the case will be appeal. What does it? It is a nuclear conviction. Quite better.
I don't know what Akosua Sewa really wants. I don't know what he really wants. After the death of his beloved husband, he's still struggling and also trying to bring a lot of controversial issues that, to me, is not making sense. You've sent it to court. The court has brought judgment. You people still are not satisfied. You want to become the only kuna, the only widow. And you understand that Daddy Lumba also married Odobroni. Why won't you come together with Odobroni, perform all the rites? I don't understand going to court, dragging and all those things. Oh, Daddy Lumba has really suffered. Thank you very much for watching this video. And I'll see you another time.